Hello everyone, I'm Noele Hammett and I'm the CEO of One Skin Products. So I'm a skincare therapist, spa therapist and beauty therapist. I have been in the industry for over 30 years and I absolutely love it. And I'm here today to share with you an at-home spa treatment that you can do during this time of isolation. So we can't get out to our favourite skincare or wellbeing therapist at the moment. So what I'm trying to encourage everyone to do is to create a little space at home in which you can take yourself away and have a little spa or me time. Okay, so I would recommend anybody that's taking that little space, whether it be in the bathroom or in a spare room or on your vanity unit, to make it feel like a spa area. So I've got here to share with you today my Buddha. So I have a Buddha, which actually came from my spa when I had it. I have my crystals, so some amethyst I've picked for my treatment today. I'm always burning essential oil, so I've got with me a burner with me today. So I'm burning my favourite oils, and then I will also customise with fluffy towels. I've got hot water here prepared for my treatment, candles. So, you know, create that little space that you would like to be in. Put music on, meditation, podcast, whatever you fancy. Pour yourself something lovely to drink, whether it be a nice hot chocolate with marshmallows on. I know it's spring, but each to their own, or something else that you really fancy drinking. You know, create this lovely little time, whether it's 10 or 15 minutes, then you do a quick treatment, or take a little bit longer. Every little thing that you do for yourself will make you feel better. You can also think about bringing the children in. So some of the treatments that I'll be sharing with the at-home spa therapies, you can get them involved in as well, and it's really nice to have your own kind of assistant therapist, and you can make some good fun out of it, or you can just concentrate on it being your own time. So like I said, I was going to talk about eye treatments today. And first of all, I wanted to touch on why we would want an eye treatment. I mean, there's a lot of eye strain going on, and we're all probably on our devices a little bit more than normal, and we're at home, we're tired, we're stressed, lots are going on. And it also is an area that actually ages quite quickly compared to other areas of the skin. The mouth and the eyes don't have as many sebaceous glands, and that's the area that makes all our natural oils. So we really need to be thinking about adding natural oils to our skincare every day just to nourish that delicate tissue. So we can actually create our own little treatments. We can apply oils or serums to the skin as part of your normal routine, but we could also maybe once a week treat ourselves to a little eye treatment. And things that I've found around the house to help you. So there's 3 different types that I am going to show you today. Chamomile. So chamomile tea bags. I mean, obviously you can still get some from the supermarket, but also, you know, often people have them hanging around, that people either buy them and decide they don't like drinking them, or they actually love them and have got them there anyway. So there's some chamomile. Now, chamomile is an anti-inflammatory. It's really calming and soothing and really good for sore, irritated eyes. So chamomile, sore and irritated eyes. If you're feeling a bit dark and congested around the eye area, there's certain ingredients that really help that, and one being caffeine. So packed full of antioxidants and also some caffeine. Green tea. So we've got green tea tea bags. And last but no means least is the famous cucumber. But I'm not going to recommend you pop them on the eyes in this way. I want to release some of those phytonutrients. So we're going to make our own little cucumber tea bag, as it were. So what you need to do is obviously cleanse the eye area first. So I've cleansed my eye area, so we've got a fresh area, so it's feeling all nice. Now you can obviously use an eye makeup remover, or if your cleanser is suitable for your tissue around your eye and doesn't aggravate it, start by cleansing. Personally, I would just come in, swoop in and do a whole cleanse, including the eyes, and it can all feel really nice. An eye treatment doesn't need to be on its own. It can be part of your actual weekly facial that you're doing at home. Or like say, if you've just got tired eyes, in a few minutes, give your eyes a little cleanse. You can take some cotton pads, just cool, and just wash away like the day, wipe away the day, just so that you've removed any pollution or anything. Give them a little cleanse, and then you can start on your spa treatment. So with the tea bags, you would take some hot water, very hot water, not quite boiling, and you would soak your tea bags let the fragrance and the aroma start coming out, so that all really helps to incorporate a great, you know, feeling. And let them cool a little bit before you actually place them on the eyes. So you've got clean eyes, you just lay down and literally slightly wring them out and then lay them on the eyes, and then you can either pop an eye mask over or use something like this, a headband. You can just balance them on there, but you do find if you start drifting off, they do tend to fall off the face. But if you haven't got anything, I'm sure you can catch them. So that's not what I'm actually going to demonstrate. I'm going to demonstrate my favourite cucumber eye treatment today. So I'm going to use a mortar and a pestle, but really, to be honest with you, a lovely little blender. Zip. You can have prepared that already, but it depends on if you're getting the children involved, and this might be a nicer choice. So you take your cucumber. I'm going to add some oxygen water to it, but water would be great. If you've got mineral spring water will be best. And here we go. So we're just going to smash those up. Make a little bit of a noise here, do apologise. And what that's going to release all the phytonutrients in there. So if you just balance them on the eye, it's going to feel cooling and lovely. But we want all that goodness from inside the cucumber. So what with the water, the water would act as a transport. All of those phytonutrients will start oozing into that water, soaking it up, ready for us to create our own little tea bag. I'll call it a tea bag, but cucumber bag. Okay, so we squash this all down. I say in a blender you get more of a mash, like a mashed, which is great. I mean, they both work really well, but the pieces will be smaller. So we're going to do that. Now you can either put your little ingredient into a muslin cloth, because you can still the fluid will ooze through the mesh of the muslin cloth. But what I've found really helpful, which not everyone's got at home, but more people, are a baby wipe. So it's absorbent, but it releases perfectly. This works amazingly. So you will literally scoop out the contents of your mashed cucumber, pick up the corners of, slightly gather it, and you've made your own cucumber pad. Now when you place these on the eyes, I love this bit, you instantly get this cooling. Just the smell of it makes you feel so fresh, so alive. And you can just literally, you can either just lay them underneath, I say, an iPad, or you can press them gently, pressing and releasing, feels the tissue all around. Now, if you've got tired, these are the best for tired eyes. Not sure I mentioned that. I love these for tired eyes. So stingy, tired, overworked, stressed eyes, these are lovely. If they're sore, inflamed, we'd go for the chamomile. And if we're worried about the dark circles, we'd go for the green tea. Bearing in mind, you can do 2 or 3. It doesn't matter. If you think, well, I've got all of those concerns and you've got time, you can stack them up, or do a cool and a warm one. So you do some chamomile before bed is a lovely one. And maybe in the morning, it'd be really nice to do the green tea, and then follow with some cucumber after. But you can lay them on for as long as you like. These start really cool, and as they start to warm, that's probably a good time that you would actually remove them. But the cooling, soothing benefits of the phytonutrients in there are going to make you feel really great. So that whole thing's taking you 10 minutes, 50, just, you know, if you've drifted off, then great. And then you just want to give them a nice massage, and leave the product on there, and then add some lovely oil. We all need that oil around those eyes, fine lines and wrinkles, dehydration. Dehydration, you'd need a hydrating, so you could always swoop in. In fact, I'm going to grab mine. I'm really spoil myself today, and I'm going to actually pop a little bit of pure hyaluronic acid. So I'm just going to add that. It's better. And press that around my eye area. So this is going to work on restoring the water content in my tissue around my eyes, and the oil is going to help the oil content. Not forgetting that little bit in the middle there. Those lines at the side there. So we've got that absorbing in, because we're going to massage that all in. And then add some oil. I'm using squalene today. So we're going to add a few drops of oil. Run that carefully around the eye area, not over too much product, but a nice amount that you get a nice massage. And lovely. And then with the ring finger you can swoop in and drain out to the side. Think of pressure points and take your time to experiment what feels nice to you. Some people like really light pressure, some like a bit firmer. Some eyebrow squeezing is always lovely. Most people love that bit when they come in the clinic. Say, well, can you do that bit again? Working in those frown lines that are tight. Like I said, is you can incorporate this into a whole facial massage and start massaging the whole, but we're just covering eye treatments today. So swooping in, lifting up, hold pressures, draining very gently out to detoxify underneath that eye area, clear that area. These are really good, the pads of those. If you actually just lean in and lean on them, if you've had any headaches, that's marvellous. And use different parts of your hand, and it feels really good. So you can carry on doing some massage, or you can bring in a little tool to help you. So in the clinic I will use ice globes. I love these. When I actually do them, I say it's like being kissed by a polar bear. But they're in ice. I've had them in some ice before I started. But a lot of people won't have ice globes just hanging around the house. So teaspoons. These are my little medical teaspoons, but teaspoons, smaller ones probably the better working in the eye area. And you can do some cool and soothing massage movements. So they're nice and cool. And you can start very gently, making sure you've got plenty of product on. So if you feel that you've massaged them and you want to add a little bit more oil for the slip and glide, then do. But immediately, a bit like the cucumber, even more so, that is amazing. Walk the little spoons along. And cool, when it's really cold, helps regeneration of the skin, helps more detoxification, lymphatic drainage. So massage helps circulation, but this type of massage is much more about flushing toxins and removing lymph and draining them all away. So we're literally smoothing very gently. You can close the eyes, work your way along the lids, and they do feel really lovely. If you work your product in, start again, add a little bit more. Pop them back in the cool if you fancy a little, they're warming up a little bit for a minute and you're really enjoying it. But I have to say, ice globes, or we're using ice spoons, really great for taking temperature down in the face, great for menopause. I recommend my clients with the ice globes if they're menopausal, getting lots of hot flushes, if they've got a lot of capillaries or they've got acne and an angry inflammation. The coolness calms and soothes the skin really, really quickly. So I'm just going to show you the ice globes and how they work, because obviously they cover a big area, but they are lovely. Let's say kissed by a polar bear. You can scoot them in and hold them. Oh, I look really lovely here. And lift up, down, walk them in, and hold. And if you have a headache, pop some spoons, in some ice and soothing. You can take them across the forehead, incorporate the forehead. They feel amazing. They help to decongest. So the top of the sinuses here, you can walk them along, lifting up. I love this feeling. Even if you wanted to get different sizes of spoons, and just said, little areas, and then the bigger spoons, then you could sweep across the face. So we're really trying to help you to be able to recreate these treatments at home. So if you haven't got any tools, some people use the crystals, like flat crystals. They're called scrapers, but you can delicately mold them around the eyes. But spoons work really, really well. So literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I've been doing this for, obviously I didn't leave the iPads on, but it can be a little quick refreshing treatment, or you can literally take half an hour, 45 minutes, have a little sleep in between. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope you've enjoyed just this little snippet of spa life that you can create at home. I'm here to serve you, to help you. If you've got any questions, always contact me. We're One Skin for Life, and it's Noele Hammett, founder of One Skin for Life. Thank you so much.